What's going on, guys? It's the Macaroni Prince here, and I am finally better. I have beat the hepatitis C, and I am back and at making videos again. And today I wanted to bring you guys a story video because it's been quite a long time since I've done one of those. And this story goes back to my sophomore year in high school, where back then I was taking a computer programming class during the time, and it was a really, really easy class. And I'm talking it was so easy to the point where me and my friend who sat right next to me, we would just bring in flash drives that had games on them that we could just plug into the computers there, and we can just play games because we were finishing the projects all so quickly. I mean, even during one of the projects, we just had to make a commercial for something and anything, so we just brought in Kerbal Space Program, plugged it in the computers, and both of us would get screen capture equipment, and we would just try and make the best video that we could. And that project was pretty much about 90% Kerbal Space Program, 10% editing and putting the video together. As the class went on, everybody was realizing how easy the class actually was and how simple it was to get the work done. As soon as you looked in the book, you saw what you needed to do, and you put it right there on the computer. So I'd say by about week 4 of that class, everybody was asking us to bring us games for them or put them on their flash drive, or everybody else would be like who had what game, and we'd all play together on certain games. One person eventually brought in Halo 1 Combat Evolved, and they had it for the PC, and everybody wanted it so we could all play together, so everybody got it and put it on the USB drives. And once that game was in the loop, that was it. That was all anybody was playing. We were having like 10 to 12 person matches of just random long games of Halo 1 on any kind of player mode, or even some of the mods that some people were figuring out. And it wasn't like we were even doing anything wrong. I mean, everybody was getting the work done, everybody was doing it properly, so it wasn't just like we were skipping the classwork and playing games. We were doing it after everything else was done, so there really was no harm in it. And then there came a day that everything took a nosedive. One day, everybody was working on a project that was so easy, it only took about 10 minutes to complete the project, and the class was about an hour long. So basically, everybody rushed through the project and hopped onto Halo and just started a big match, and everybody got into one game. Instead of having multiple matches, everybody just got into one massive 12-person match. And this was going fine for a while. The teacher really didn't care because she knew we were doing the work properly and we were actually taking away from the lesson, so she didn't mind. But at one point we realized that the servers were starting to lag and everybody's game was starting to run a little bit slower. We really didn't pay any attention to it because we had one person who was always running the servers, and he was like, nah man, it's cool, it's okay, you know, it's going alright, everything's fine. So we just kept on playing and acted like nothing was happening because lag happens. But at one point the frame rate absolutely dropped and everybody got the worst lag they'd probably ever experienced before. And at that point, everybody just paused the game and waited to see if the connection would get any better, and that's when the teacher's phone started to ring. So the teacher answered her phone, and after about 4 minutes of her having the most shocked look on her face, she shut down everybody's computer and locked their screens. Now, I don't know exactly what had happened, but apparently the person who was making all these servers was connected directly to the school's main internet server, like the ones that the teachers and the professors use. And seeing that we had 12 people all in one room, all running on the same server, all playing at high quality game for Halo 1, that absolutely crashed the entire school server and shut down the internet in a bunch of classrooms and a bunch of the computer labs. So our teacher looked around the room and she knew exactly what was going on, but she really didn't know the basics of the situation, and she just really didn't even say anything. She wasn't super mad, she was just like, please don't do this again, I don't want to lose my job. We were all absolutely baffled because we had no idea that he was actually hacking into the school system. Hacking I use in quotations. But seeing that nobody else knew except for him, we never ratted him out or anything. We just didn't play massive games of Halo in that class. But I always thought it was kind of funny that we shut down the entire school's internet system just by running one game. Moral of the story is don't play Halo while in high school. But that's just a short little story video for you guys. I thought you guys might enjoy it, and if you did, please leave a like. It would help out a lot. Comment down below if you have something to say or you have something you want me to talk about. Before I end this, I will say Knockout Wolf's video that I mentioned in my previous video, that is out now, and it was absolutely great. I will leave a link down to it in the description, and it was absolutely awesome. You guys should definitely go give him a sub and definitely give that video a like. But if you have a video you want me to talk about, please DM me on Twitter. We got a banger in the outro today. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.
She hasn't been around.